Everyone, thought I would do a quick setup of my canoe. I know when I was looking at getting stuff, I looked up a lot of reviews just to see what people did, so I thought this might be helpful. I took people's advice and bought two of these GCI sit-backer chairs, one for the front and another one, and those actually work really well, surprisingly. You can put a lot of weight into the back of them and actually hold you up. It's pretty comfortable. Second thing I had bought was 4 rod holders. These are called Wise, W-I-S-E. They're from Walmart, 20 bucks for a 2-pack. You can either get them on the side mount or with a vertical top mount, and just kind of went the cheap route for the first attempt at it. As you can see, I have a Garmin Striker 4 Plus. Actually really like it. It's in simulator mode, 4.3-inch screen. Maybe I'll get to an actual review once I have it on the water, but so far like the way it looks and everything. Have everything neatly packaged back here to the trolling motor battery. I have a deep cycle marine battery, which works really well, has a lot of life to it. Then bought this Minn Kota power box, which I really bought that primarily just because I didn't like the battery being exposed. And I also got this accessory piece, so that this way that very quickly and easily connects over to the GPS and the fish finder, which works really nicely. And before I forget, my favorite piece is my mount that I made here. That's just $1.29 from Lowe's electrical box. That basically the mount for the fish finder, the 3 holes for it lined up perfectly with the 3 holes that were already on the electrical box. And then all I did was screw it right through. It worked out perfectly, and it's really great. And then I have my 30-pound thrust Minn Kota trolling motor, which gets this guy around pretty smoothly actually. I'll just admit, if you're looking for a trolling motor to put onto a canoe when it comes to raising it and lowering it and making it parallel, canoes are a little unstable, and you really have to learn the stability and the second person to counter you when you're pushing down on it. But outside of that, it actually worked really well. And then I also made this little support for it. So this is what I used to connect it. I saw this from a guy simply on a review as well that was really simple. Stole his idea. So used all this stuff with scrap wood that I had, and really like the way that it's turned out so far. So that's overview of the canoe, 17-foot Coleman canoe. Another thing I did is kind of made this little support for the instead of going and just leaving it upside down, I actually went and got a tarp and everything for it. So that is just some pipe I had with some extra pallet wood with Velcro. And then what I went and made the purchase of, because I realized I don't want to take this and throw it up on my truck all the time by myself. It's really not that simple. As I ended up buying this caravan trailer, which is absolutely amazing. Throw it up on there, pull it along the side of the house the night before I know I want to take it out. I leave that tarp on. That's just a 20 by 6 foot tarp that was about heavy duty from Amazon for like 30-35 bucks. And I'm able to go and easily just put it onto the truck and get out the next morning. It makes it very simple. Don't need a second person to help me, and don't need to mess up my truck at all. And there's the transducer on the bottom. Ended up just doing that this morning actually really easily. And yeah, so I have a lot of room in it. Able to sit in here, have my rod holders that I can reach really easily, have the Garmin that I'm able to mess with the settings really easily, such like that. I don't have to move around a whole lot, and the best part about it and having a nice 17-foot canoe is everything's behind me. I see a lot of people have wires all over the place, and for me, all my wires just run right beside me to the back. Otherwise, all the room in front of me is completely open, where I have a bag that I put in all of the life vests, you know, that I'll eventually take out if I feel the need for it at the time of the year, with everything else that we need to have in it. And I basically just take the canoe off of the trailer, throw the bag in to the canoe, put the rods into the rod holders, and then I'm good to go. And there's a ton of room for people to be able to move around, or if you bring beverages, food, anything like that. So hope this was helpful to some people. Maybe I'll be able to take the items I bought and put them below in the link so you can see. But this so far is my setup. So I like it overall. Feel free to ask questions about anything, and The only thing I haven't gotten to really use yet is the Garmin out on the water. So again, maybe I'll do a review on that when I'm out on the water with it next. Hope this is helpful.